Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Watford career mode here on FIFA 20. Now, if you haven't checked out the last episode, I say this all the time, but this time I mean it. It was a whirlwind of an episode, like so many ups and so many downs, and it was just crazy. But the position it's put us in this episode is that we have the chance to continue to close the gap on the top four, which obviously we said at the beginning of the season was going to be our main task. And also in this episode, we continue in the Champions League as well. And as this will be the last season of the Watford career mode on my channel, we're going to try and win the Champions League. I'm going to say it right now. We're going to try our best. We're obviously not the best team in the Champions League by far, and I'm sure there'll be very, very tough games. But I'm going to try my best. We'll see how it goes. But before we jump into today's games, I want to show you quickly the league table to show you the position we could be in if we win our first Premier League game of this episode against Manchester City. So let's jump into it and I'll show you how close things really are. So right guys, as you can see here, I talked about in the last episode about how close the top four race is, but you can see that we're in 5th position now, 4 points clear of Spurs. But our next game, as you can see there on the right hand side, is against Manchester City, as I just said. So we have a chance here. We're 9 points behind them. We have a chance to go 6 points behind them. There's only two wins away from Manchester City. But the thing is, if we get close to Manchester City, we also get close to 2nd and even 1st place. Now, I talked about this in the past couple of episodes, but if we can get ourselves involved in this top 4 fight, there's no reason why we couldn't get involved even in the title fight, even though we are in February now. And it will be a late charge. But the win today against Manchester City will be huge if we're about to get anywhere close to that. We will be playing our full strength team, no rotation or anything like that. We'll have a look at the calendar as well just before we go into this. And it is a bit of a risk, as you can see there, playing a full strength team, because we do have the first leg against Leverkusen coming up in midweek as well. So, but the Premier League game is too big for our best players not to be playing in. So, yeah, let's jump into this one, and fingers crossed we don't mess it up like we did in the last episode and we do get a win away at Manchester City. So here we go at the Etihad for what is it a 6-pointer? I guess it is, because if City win, they go, what, 12 points clear of us, and our job of trying to get the top 4 becomes very, very difficult. Cancelo breaking down the right here. Leon Bailey trying his best to track back, but Ruben Dias making no mistake. They are pressing, as we expected, but it has left a lot of space in behind. Oh, Iñaki, come on, Iñaki. Iñaki, and he finishes it. We talked about them pressing high, which has happened in so many games we've faced them in the past. As he takes this inner Tim Cahill there, Iñaki Williams. Look at that. Great ball into him, Valverde. First time. It's always going to be on when they press as high as they did. But we won the ball back. We set Iñaki Williams away in a huge goal. We take the lead. And Man City, they keep falling into the same trap every game we play. And I can't believe they're even in the top 4 with these types of tactics. Because they come out every game and they just make the same mistakes. Oh, can he get the ball into Reguilon? Oh, no! Oh, what fantastic play from Reguilon. Oh, look at that. Hakim. Into Kessie. Can he finish? He buries it. Of course he can finish it. I always say that. Can he finish it? Kessie making no mistake. Yo, that ball from Ziyech out into Gnabry though. And then the control by him. He had the pace to get away. Look at that. We had 2 players coming into the box. Kessie and Ziyech. Kessie takes his touch, gets his composure, buries it, and that's 2-0 within half an hour. No. They pull one back. Is that Raheem Sterling? They pop the ball around us well. And they were going to need a goal before half-time if they wanted to get back into this game. But just too much space there, and they got in behind. It was a nice ball in behind Valverde. Sterling makes it 2-1. And although I said we were putting Man City to the sword, they're definitely not out of this game. We've seen what they can do in the past in terms of getting a quick number of goals. But, yeah, we should hopefully... They give us so many chances when we're attacking that I should hope that we have a good chance. Referee! He's given away a penalty. It was a great little turn there by Iñaki Williams, which forced... I'm not sure who the defender is here. It was João Cancelo. Forced him into a challenge. It was a nice little cutback onto his right foot. Cancelo came in there with too much power. Do we... after the last episode, I feel like I want to go with... I feel like I want to go with someone else. I want to go with Hakim Ziyech. We're going to go... Oh, no. I put too much power on this one. Come on. Yes! You went the wrong way. Hakim Ziyech makes no mistake. And we get the goal as he goes and rows his boat. I didn't have... I'm sorry, Iñaki. I had no faith in you, bro. After missing 2 penalties in the game against Liverpool in the last episode, there was no way, with a chance to go 3-1 up before half-time, I was going to give Iñaki Williams the opportunity. But 11th goal of the season for Hakim Ziyech, so getting a very, very good return this season so far. And there's still plenty of games left to play. But 3-1 up, that is a fantastic position we're in at half-time. No! Oh my god, they've got on back. What a first half this has been. As, I don't know who that is. Palaversa? They worked the ball well. We've struggled with this. They popped the ball around us really well. Kessie committed there. Valverde was out of position. And it's 3-2. So that penalty was very much needed. And like the other episodes, our defence is proving yet again to be the thing to let us down. But we do go in ahead at half-time, which is probably about all I can ask for. We're ahead. So we've got the, we've got all the cards in our hands.
Good vision here.
Oh, Kessie at the far post. Yo, Kessie. Wait, what? Why is Leon Bailey celebrating? Did that not go in from Kessie? Why is Leon Bailey celebrating? Let's have a look at this again. It's a great little play from Iñaki Williams to get the ball into it. It was a chip to the far post. Oh, it was an own goal. I thought it was Kessie. It was a shocking own goal. It was almost like it was a very good header. I don't know what he was trying to do. There was only ever going to be one result if he did that. So I'm not sure why he decided to head the ball in his goal. But I don't care. Palaversa, who... where the hell does he play? Because he was very high up for their second goal. But you know what? He's made it even by scoring an own goal. And again, we have a 2-goal lead, 4-2. Hopefully this time we can keep the lead. And we don't concede again. But I'm sure it will be tough to keep them out. No, 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 no. We can't keep them out. What is going on with this game? It's become an absolute joke. Who is that? Is that Palaversa again? They're popping the ball really well around us, and we can't get close to them. So Max Aarons there wasn't sure whether to go with Leroy Sané or it was Alex Garcia who got the goal, and it is 4-3. Oh, look at that. No one's coming close to Kessie. Oh, referee! That's a penalty. It goes into Iñaki Williams. Diallo didn't know what to do there. Very similar to the first half penalty where Iñaki Williams just got inside the defender. He didn't know what to do. And he gives away the penalty. What's he getting hypey about? That was 100% a penalty. Look at that. It just comes for Iñaki Williams. This is a chance to put the game to bed. We'll go to the keeper's right this time. Oh, and Iñaki Williams. This time he makes no mistake. And he makes it 5-3, and that should be game over. What a fantastic game to start this episode off. There it is, the full-time whistle. Come on. That was a much-needed win. After the last episode where we had a couple of must-win games, which we didn't win, that was very much needed. The defence got bailed out by a fantastic attacking performance and some big errors from the Man City defenders. What's that? Well, 1 own goal and 2 penalties. They almost gave us as many goals as we scored ourselves. But what a fantastic way to start the episode. And you know what? That gives me a lot of confidence going into Leverkusen. So let's see how we do against Leverkusen. I'm sure Iñaki will be trying to bag some more goals in the Champions League. But yeah, let's jump straight into that game. Well, it feels like an absolute age since we played in the Champions League. Like, I feel like I don't know how many episodes it's been since we played in the Champions League, but we're away to Leverkusen in this first leg. I'm going to make a couple of changes just to make us, I think, a little more solid. So bringing in Renato Sanchez for Valverde, and then bringing in Minamino as well for Gnabry, who's a little bit tired. So I could probably do with Minamino's energy, but, you know, the front two, Williams and Ziyech, will always be there. So let's jump into this game, see how we do in this first leg. Clean sheet has to be the motive for this game. It's going to be tough if we concede a couple of goals. Yeah, we're just going to put ourselves at a disadvantage, but an away goal could be huge. So let's jump into it and let's see how we do. Well, if things couldn't get any more difficult, it looks like it's like snowing or it's really like frosty on the pitch, which I don't know how that will impact the game. But it's just another challenge and something for us to bear in mind as we try and get this win away at Leverkusen and put ourselves in a very good position for the second leg. But we give the ball away here early on and they try and break on us with Correa. Oh, look at that. Leon Bailey. Yes. Yes, Leon. Do we sweat it? Yes, we do, because we want to win. We don't care. Yo, you can call me the Sweat King if you want. I don't care. Minamino gets it in. I thought it was Gnabry there, but it's actually Minamino. I think he gets his first Champions League goal. Or maybe his second one. I think he scored in the final game of the group stages. But yeah, honestly, as I said at the beginning of this episode, guys, the motive is to win the Champions League. If that means we have to sweat a goal or two, I don't really care. I know it might not make the best or most entertaining content, but we're out here with an objective. We're going to have to do our damnedest to make sure we hit it. Oh, what a ball. Go on, Iñaki. Gotta finish this. What a move. What a move. Yo, that ball, I think it was from Kessie into Iñaki Williams. Just cut the defender completely out of it. It was a fantastic pass. Yo, some of the through balls we've been hitting for the assist in this episode have been absolutely badass. We'll have a look at this again on the replay. Look at this. We've talked about Iñaki Williams not being so good on his left foot in the past. But 2 away goals, how important might that be moving into the second leg? But yo, this Leverkusen team look like we can definitely hit them on the break. Should we get 3 or 4 maybe even, we could put this game to bed in the first leg. And there it is, the half-time whistle. I couldn't have really asked for more in the first half. 2 goals up, a clean sheet. Ramsdale hasn't really been tested too much. He's had the odd cross to kind of keep out and stuff like that, but nothing too crazy. And I'm sure they'll press on more in the second half because they'll have to score in this game if they want any chance in this leg. And maybe that will just leave more space for us, maybe. I would hope so. But yeah, we'll see how the second half goes. Maybe we can score a few more. Oh, what a save by Ramsdale. What a save. As we said, they really had to pump it up in the second half if they wanted to have any chance of salvaging this game now. You may have not seen this, but they have brought on a very interesting player. They have brought on Gerard Deulofeu. Ooh, as they get a strike away, they brought on Gerard Deulofeu. There he is, the man who thought he could. To be fair, I kind of say we sold him. Kind of, he thought he could maybe do a bit better, but here we are, 2-0 up against him, looking like. We're proving to him why Watford here we are the better team. Brekalo breaking here with 10 minutes to go. Oh, and it falls back to Brekalo. I think it was Gabriel Martinelli who's come on, who the ball was slipped into. He couldn't make the most of his chance, but Brekalo makes no mistake. And as I said, as they were pumping up the pressure, trying to get their goal, we were able to just break away at the other end and make it 3-0. Brekalo slotting into an open goal. We'll have a look at this again as he slots the ball in. But he just couldn't score, but Brekalo makes no mistake. And I don't care who scores really. As we bring on Calvin Phillips just for the last couple of minutes. But 3-0 up in the first leg. 3 away goals as well. That isn't a fantastic result. So we get a corner here in probably what is the last minute of the game. Can we make it 4 to really rub salt into the wounds as it comes out to Renato Sanchez getting his strike away? But it's saved by the goalkeeper. Their goalkeeper may have given them the slimmest chance of staying in this game. They're right at the end with that fantastic save from Renato Sanchez. But we do hear the full-time whistle. 3-0 away from home. Is that Roberto Di Matteo? Or was I just seeing things? But 3-0 away from home in the first leg of a Champions League round of 16 game is just different class. So we move into the third game of this episode, which I think I'm going to sim. So we'll see how we do up in that game against Bournemouth. Alright, so we're going to sim this match with a few changes in the team before we play the third game of this episode. But Bournemouth away again, like we did in the last episode against Palace, should be a very easy win for us. They've lost against the best teams, and we shouldn't be tripping up against them. So I'm hoping this is a safe game to sim as we go through. And we've drawn. Oh my days. How have we drawn? We can't be drawing games to... I always knew that kind of moving on and simming some games had a risk. But that is not the risk I wanted. Drawing to Bournemouth. That's definitely not needed. Look at that now. We're now... 11 points? Wait, what? How are we 11 points behind? Okay, I think we played a game less. But look at that. We'll have a look at the table. Jesus, 2nd, 3rd and 4th are all on 70 points. Yo, that and then Liverpool are first on 71. Those 4 teams are switching positions like crazy. Let's have a look at. Let's actually, before we play the final game against Nottingham Forest, who I think we should batter, by the way. Let's have a look at how many of those big teams we're still playing. So, none of those games there. We've got Liverpool and Chelsea in consecutive weeks, so that's going to be huge. And then we've got United as the last Premier League game. So we haven't got as many games against them as I would want, but they're kind of fruity enough. We've got enough to keep kind of fruity that we could definitely give ourselves a chance of maybe getting the top 4. It's going to be really frustrating if we don't get it, because if we're up there, like, we can win the league if we're up there. We just flopped too many games. Like that Bournemouth game is another example of a game we just shouldn't have flopped, man. But we have to turn our attentions now to Nottingham Forest, who I think are bottom of the league. So yeah, let's just, I'm in like a savage mood now. So let's just go and score 4 or 5 past them, hopefully. So that draw against Bournemouth has put me in a really bad mood. So I'm sensing a battering here if we can. Nottingham Forest, as we saw at the beginning of last episode, are not doing so well in the league. And they're going to be challenging Derby for arguably the worst Premier League season in terms of points totals. Hakim Ziyech, there we go, come on, first goal. It was great play from Iñaki Williams down the right hand side, twisting his defender inside and out. No one went with Hakim Ziyech. Look at this on the replay. They both got drawn in to Iñaki Williams. Hakim Ziyech there with his, 12th Premier League goal? Yeah, 12th Premier League goal of the season. I think he can probably get to 15, I would say, if not more. He's been that impressive this season. But it's 1-0 up. This Nottingham Forest team are not the best defensively. So we'll see how many more we can score as they try and break and get one back, but Reguilon cuts it out well. But we just have to be a bit careful about when we do that. We don't go too gun-ho and leave too many spaces in behind. And we can't slip up against Nottingham Forest. It just can't be done. And there it is, the half-time whistle. 1-0 up is not the best. I think we probably play better against the teams that press on us and we can get in behind them with Iñaki Williams. But teams like this that sit back, we find it a little bit more difficult. But we are winning. We got the clean sheet. They haven't tested us too much. So it's all pretty positive from the first half. But let's see if we can close this one out and get the 3 points. So I thought I'd use this opportunity with us 1-0 up and with kind of Nottingham Forest not really looking like they're going to make any chances, that I'd maybe give Iñaki Williams a little bit of a rest as we bring on Gabriel Martinelli, who hasn't had as many maybe chances this season as he's had in previous seasons. But yeah, I thought I'd give him half an hour, give him a bit of a run out, give Iñaki Williams a rest. He's definitely earned it. He puts in a shift every time and he starts every game as well. We don't really have any strikers that can do anything like what he can in terms of goals. So I think he deserves a rest. But hopefully we'll see out the rest of this game without Iñaki Williams. Oh, as they looking like they're breaking here. Can Karamoa get it crossing? He's faffing around here, but Max Aarons stays with him. But what are you diving for the ball there for? Max Aarons, just as I was praising him, does something stupid, just dive to the ball. It didn't look like he locked on. Martinelli, gets his strike at the goalkeeper, but we are in stoppage time now. And we've been able to see out this second half with, we haven't really made too many chances, but we controlled the game. And there it is, the full-time whistle with much needed 3 points after that disappointing draw away at Bournemouth. But yeah, Ruben Dias looking gassed there as he knows we pick up another vital 3 points if we are to chase down this top 4 position. But we'll take one look at the table before we end this episode. And yeah, we'll see how close we are or how far we are away from this top 4 position. Alright, so here we are. We are, what's my math saying? 8 points behind Chelsea, Manchester City and Manchester United. They, I think, have to play a game more. Yeah, so 8 points behind. So we could go 11 points behind them. Or 11 points behind Chelsea at least. And we've only got 9 games left. And that's going to be very, very tough. That's like... one of those teams is going to have to slip up big time. Obviously, we've got games against United. I think against Chelsea as well we had a look at. So it's going to be a very tough one, guys. It's going to be very touch and go. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of the games and episodes that we have left as we try and close out this, I think, 4th and final season of the Watford career mode here on FIFA 20. But as always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode and I'll catch you on the next one.